Hey everybody, this is Lorelia coming to you with a video today on the topic of trying to figure out where is the camera. Okay, coming to you with a topic today about business funding and how it can help with fix and flip. So if you are new to this channel, let me just explain to you, I am not new to the topic of credit. On this channel, I have over 400 videos discussing and talking about credit. So not new to this topic. So today I'm going to talk about business credit. And so in my last video, I talked about how you could convert credit cards or business credit cards to cash. And I explained to you that it's an advanced topic for some, because unfortunately there are some people who don't really know how to leverage credit or any types of forms of credit, whether it's credit cards, lines of credit, um, you know, any type of asset equity. And so, and I should say asset equity because that's not really a liability, home equity loans or what have you. So I just want to put a disclaimer out there that this topic may be more advanced for most. And so today I want to talk to you about how business funding can help you with fix and flips. So this week, I posted, I believe, on my personal Facebook page because it was a story about a particular real estate asset, property, or what have you, that I currently have under contract. And I'm wholesaling it to who's going to be my business funding client. He's going to do the rehab for it. I was the one who found the asset due to my expertise in marketing. And so he's the one who's looking to do the fix and flip. Where the business funding comes into it, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. How does business funding work with fix and flips? So I kind of touched on it on the last video, and I'll touch on it today. Or should I say talk about it today? So whenever you're looking to rehab a property, fix and flip a property, there are different forms of money that you may use. Of course, you can use your own money, but who wants to do that? I talked about in the last video, who wants to use up all their disposable income to the video keeps pausing because I should have charged my phone and I got 10%. So I got to make this fast. Who wants to use all their money? That's not smart. No one wants to use all their money. It's kind of hard to go get a traditional loan because lenders are not going to lend on a property that needs work done for it. So the only lenders that are willing to lend on a particular home are hard money lenders. So, okay, so we have either your own money, hard money lenders, or you can have what's called private lenders, where you have individuals who privately will invest in what it is that you're looking to rehab for a return on their investment. And of course, that's the best money to get access to. It's the cheapest form of money. So I tell people all day, every day, I've had people come to me and say, well, Lorelia, what should I look at? Should I look at getting business funding, or, I have someone who privately wants to fund me? And I tell them, go get the private money, go get that. I'll take that all day, every day. Why is that? It's because you have the ability to be able to create the terms that work for you. Like, why go get business funding? And I'm not just saying this because I'm not just saying this, even though I do help people get business funding. If there's a better way for you to get access to money at a cheaper cost, you should go that way all day, every day. So I say all that to say, so we have the different forms of funding. We talked about your own money, we talked about hard money, and we talked about private money. So at the end of the day, you always want to be able to use other people's money. Okay, well, where does business funding comes in? Well, let's just take for this particular situation, the person is not using private money. So they're going to be using hard money. Now, with hard money, the lender wants you to have some skin in the game. So they're only probably going to lend to you at 70-80% of the after repair value of the particular property. Now, if you're not familiar with those terms, like I said, it's an advanced topic for those who invest in real estate. But even with that being said, um, depending on the lender, because every hard money lender has their different ways of how they work out the terms. It's also based on your level of experience. It's also based on what type of relationship you may have with that lender. So many things are taken into account. Are they giving you money for the rehab? Or are they just giving you acquisition? Well, with this particular client of mine who's also buying the property that I wholesale to him, there is what's called a in between stage with the funding, and it's called gap funding. So, although you have the hard money lender that's willing to lend to you, whether it's on the purchase price, whether there's a portion of it to rehab it, at the end of the day, it's not 100%. It's not you still have to come to the table with some skin in the game, whether it's origination fees, whether it's the interest on the particular drawdowns that you take to be able to rehab. And then also even on the lending amount, because like I said, a lot of them will only lend up to 70 or 80% ARV. So there leaves a piece of it. If it's 70% ARV, then you got to come up with the 30%. If it's 80%, then you have to come up with the 20%, because remember, they're not doing 100%. So how does one fill in that gap? In real estate, it's called gap funding. How do you fill in that gap? And that's where business funding comes in. That's where you're able to leverage another lender's money to be able to fill in the gap of what it is that you need to do to acquire that property. Because keep in mind, a hard money lender is only going to lend you to a certain point. And even if one was to use private money, depends on the terms. Some private lenders aren't going to do 100%. Some will. But at the end of the day, with some type of real estate transactions, when it comes to rehabs, when it comes to fix and flips, there is a portion that you may have to come to the table with. That's very important, and that's what a lot of people do not know. That's where funding comes in. Very advanced topic. Now, one may say, well, Loretta, what about if you use your own money? I mean, of course you can, but who wants to do that? Who wants to use their own disposable income? At the end of the day, one thing that I always praise myself on is the ability to really sit with a person and look at what is it going to cost you to be able to get access to a certain amount of money. A lot of lenders out there, they don't care about the repayment, because at the end of the day, they just want to get you funded. They don't care what type of lending you get. They don't care if it's credit card financing, lines of credit, term loans. At the end of the day, they want to just get you funded. So if this topic has been interesting to you, I know it may be a little above the pay grade for some people who are used to the content on this channel, but like I said, I'm changing the trajectory, talking more on business credit, more on business funding, more advanced topics. And so if this topic interests you, if it's something that you would like to talk about, if you were interested in wanting to learn more how you can use business funding to help you fill in some gaps, what I've put together is a video tutorial series. It's coming up soon. Um, but if you get on my email communication list, you'll find out about it. And now it's not going to be free, but it's going to be a video series where I'm going to go more in depth with spreadsheets and really show you how it works, because some people really don't know how hard money works, really don't know how to use business funding to be able to put together creative real estate transactions. And that's what this video series is going to do. So if you go to bizcredit.yourmoneymentor.com, not only will you get a video webinar just talking about funding, but you'll be the first to know when that video series is ready to launch, because these are some of the things that I am doing offline, just so people know. So if you're ever wondering why I've changed the trajectory of what I talk about on this channel, because I want it to be in line of what it is that I'm doing really in real life. So once again, hope this topic has been helpful. Like I said, you want information on more about what I talked about on this channel in regards to gap funding, real estate, business funding, how it all comes together. Go to bizcredit.yourmoneymentor.com. The link will be below this video, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Bye-bye.